Of the estimated 45 million Ugandans, access to electricity was reported at 42.65% in 2018. 60% remains limited according to the World Bank collection of development indicators. Limited access to electricity in Uganda, especially in rural areas, continues to affect the delivery of social services and limiting development. Government is working on rural electrification, which is visioned to every household by 2030. StarTimes is a media, entertainment and pay television company with a vision to enable every household to have access to digital television. Early last year, it initiated StarTimes Solar, which is packaged with light, television and digital battery. There is an option of paying in installments for the service to be accessed and affordable by everyone.
StarTimes Solar is it is one of the businesses for actually the StarTimes that we started last year. It's a business that we started, that was in 2019, around January. So far we have taken about 1 year and 6 months, okay? So countrywide, we currently have 26 branches. That is, from Western we have right now, Mbarara, Fort Poto, Kabale, Oima, Mubende, Masaka, and then in Central we have Luero, we have Mukono, we have Kampala, then we have, so basically those ones are in Central. Then Eastern we have Jinja, Soroti, Mbale, Kapchorwa, Tororo. And then when you go to Northern we already have Lira, Dokulo, we have Kitgum, we have Gulu, we have Arua, we have Moyo, we have also Chirandongo. So basically in total countrywide we have now 26 branches. Yes. Basically, when you look at our package comes with a 24-inch TV. This TV, you find it has an inbuilt decoder. Okay, so it is a LED TV. That is the first component in the package, and then also we have a digital battery in that package. Also, we have 4 bright lights. Those ones are LED bulbs. Okay. Then we also have a solar panel. Then we also have a phone charging cable to help people charge in the villages. Then also we give customers 2 years access to our channels. That is our StarTimes channels. Then lastly, we also give customers 2 years warranty on the products. Right? It means that we're actually nearer to the final people or to the final customers. So basically what someone needs to access our things, basically someone just needs to have a national ID or an identification. That is to say national ID, that is to say a driving permit. Also, if someone has a passport, you can as well get our products. That's the first thing. Then someone needs to have a resident that at least we know that this person stays here. Okay? That is the second thing. Then the third thing is that you need to have someone that at least, let me say, if a company wants to reach you or maybe wants to call you and find out how is the thing. So you need to have someone that we call a guarantor. That's another thing that we look at. The prices are really very, very affordable to the local people. Someone just needs to have an initial deposit of 239,000. Okay? When you have that plus your ID, automatically you'll get the products. Then after that, our technicians, they will be able to transport the products, bring up to where you are, and then they will be able to install on your building and make sure that they leave you when everything is working. Okay? So then we give you a period of 5 days first to test and see how the product is working. After the 5 days, that's when now you can begin making your installment payments, whereby per day is only 3,000 shillings per day. If you intend to pay for a week it is 21,000. Then if you want to pay for a month, it is 90,000. So you pay this money in a period of 2 years. And you just choose the mobile platform that's like MTN or Airtel to make these payments. And these payments, they go for 2 years. After 2 years, automatically the product becomes yours.
For improving standards of living for people, especially in rural areas, women are identified as the most consumers of the services.
Now, the way women are benefiting from the StarTimes Solar is the fact that as a woman, I will say that we are usually the ones who easily adopt to or multitask in our home. And this can be that you maybe come from work back home and help your child with homework. So the way I see it is that we are actually reaching out to the women in the lesser populated areas and or also the less fortunate areas, the rural areas especially, because the urban there's a lot of electricity. People now have electricity everywhere in the urban areas, but with the rural areas, they do not have access to electricity. And with StarTimes Solar, people are able to benefit by getting this service. It's affordable, that's one. They can pay as little as 3,000 shillings per day, and that is an option that I believe most of them take. And the fact that you can pay in 2 years, 2 years is the time span. So it's enough time for a family to put together its resources and say, you know what, we're going to get StarTimes Solar to power our lives. And the mothers are the ones who will help kids with homework, they will help them to read, they will help them to do things in the home, they will be the ones who are probably cooking, or maybe if they have a maid or a helper, you know, in the villages people have cousins, it's an extended family most times. So I feel that that is the way we are helping the women. And when you help a woman or when you help a child, you're helping the future, you're helping the generation. That's what I believe, because it's from a woman that everything else results. The man will be okay, the man will take care of the home, he will make sure the woman is the one who's having the power, or the woman will pay. It depends on who is really looking after the home, but it starts with us women. When we have what we need to support our home, then the home is stable. And that is what we are doing with StarTimes Solar.
With digital financial services that involves digital transactions and payments, Moduloop will help StarTimes Solar payments secure and interoperable.
Apparently, we have now 3,000 customers on board, okay? Within this shortest period of time that we have been there, so we have already acquired over 3,000 customers on board. The challenges that we have faced so far, we have faced the challenges of customers not having permanent residence. Like somebody gets the product and then after a few months, maybe he shifts to another place, okay? That is one of the challenges that we have got. And then another challenge also is that sometimes the mobile platform, they can have issues. You find a customer who want to make payments and then uploading payments sometimes takes time. So that is another challenge that also we have faced. Basically today it has been a very good interactive day, and I've really liked it so much. And when I look at the Moduloop itself, I think it's something which can really help us, only that we need further discussion such that we understand basically how our local customers who are down there at the grassroots can as well use the same method to pay for our products at their own time when they want to make payments, rather than just being restricted on only MTN and Airtel platforms. So I do believe Moduloop can actually help so much in our business, and then not only that, it can also help the customers when they are making payments. So I think basically we need probably another discussion. We need time. We need to get to understand, and then we need to see how it fits into the business well. Yes, but generally just speaking, it looks good for our business.
StarTimes has the Go and then their own app. Transactions are made to pay all the services of StarTimes through these apps. Beyond that, they have other digital financial providers such as Payway. And then they're transacting also with Airtel and MTN. Now, StarTimes had to go through the process of making sure that all customers are well taken care of through these financial players. But then you'll find that even I, as a final customer down there, I may not prefer any of these. Now, this is where Moduloop comes in handy. There are already so many other financial players that are in the ecosystem already. And these financial players still have a better place in the market. That if StarTimes comes on board and these financial players are already on Moduloop, they create an interoperable ecosystem where transactions are free for at any time in their area of preference. The same thing will happen if StarTimes adopts Moduloop onto their applications, because it's one of the biggest brands that is selling right now.
Today has been the 34th day of the 40 Days 40 Fintechs project organized by High People.
It's day 34 of the amazing 40 Days for the Fintechs initiative. And how beautiful is it for an organization like StarTimes DTV to get down to understand the real needs of their customers. Because how would I ever watch TV or watch content on an application without connectivity, like without power, without energy? And then they decide to go and say, let's do StarTimes Solar. An amazing product, very new in the market, barely a year, but they have already served more than 3,000 customers. That means 3,000 families. And on average, if each family has about 5 people that live in it, then we're talking about 15,000 people that are directly impacted by their initiative. But I mean, from where we come from, deep in the villages, it has always been and was prestigious to have power and have connectivity. A family that had electricity was a celebrated family, and they're trying to make sure that, just like other players, like Copper back in the days, that has been trying to make sure they make Africans and East Africans access solar energy affordably, StarTimes Solar is coming even more affordably. Someone can pay 3,000 shillings and have energy in 2 years, paying every day, and they have TV on top of it. They have 2-year subscription of accessing more than 80 channels. And I mean, how better can you be provided a service like this? As High People and our partners, Mothersbox, Crosslegs Technologies, and Module Foundation, we are committed to making sure we help StarTimes in creating an interoperable payment gateway, one that will allow them to have every user from wherever they are in Uganda and in wherever they grow into the market, be able to pay seamlessly, conveniently, affordably, using mobile financial devices, using banks, using circle payment solution, and any other payment service providers that will be available, so that in the end, it's not about someone being connected maybe to payment providers, or one or two, but rather the solution, as much as we need energy as everyone can pay with any kind of payment provider. And in the end, we shall include and benefit everyone.
Hi People is pleased to present 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The inaugural 40 Days 40 Fintechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better. 40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in proud partnership with Crosslegs Technologies, Mothersbox, and Module Foundation.
The 40 Days 40 Fintechs project will climax with the Fintech Landscape exhibition on the 15th and 16th of July 2020. Rita Kabanyoro, Smart 24.